So you're thinking about acupuncture. That's great. But you've probably got one big question on your mind. What about the needles? It's a totally fair question, and honestly, it's one of the first things most people ask. So today we're going to break it all down in a really straightforward way. Right? These are the questions that pop into your head. Are they clean? Do they reuse them? These are completely normal things to wonder about. You want to know that any treatment you get is safe. And the good news is the facts here are actually really, really reassuring. Okay, so the very first layer of safety here isn't just a suggestion or a good idea, it's actually the law. Here in the US, acupuncture needles are regulated by the federal government, which sets the safety bar incredibly high right from the get-go. And this isn't something new either. Way back in 1996, the FDA, that's the US Food and Drug Administration, made it law that all acupuncture needles have to be sterile and very clearly labeled for single use only. So reusing a needle, it's not just bad practice, it is flat out illegal. So what does that mean exactly? Well, the FDA classifies acupuncture needles as a Class 2 medical device. Now, that might sound technical, but it just puts them in the same safety group as things you already know and trust, like contact lenses or those at-home pregnancy test kits. It just means they have special rules to make sure they're absolutely safe and effective. All right, so layer 2 of safety moves from the needle itself to the person holding it. Because it's not enough for the tools to be safe, right? The practitioner has to be an expert in using them safely. And that's why, in most states, you can't even get your license without passing a mandatory certification called the Clean Needle Technique. It's not optional. It covers everything from basic stuff like hand washing to handling sterile needles without contaminating them, prepping the skin, and, this is key, disposing of them immediately after they've been used just one time. So we've got the law and we've got the training. But what does all of this actually look like when you're there, in the treatment room? Let's follow a single needle from start to finish. It's a pretty short journey. This is exactly how it works, and it's super transparent. First, your practitioner will open a brand new, sterile, sealed package right there in front of you. Second, that needle is used for your treatment and only your treatment. And third, the second it comes out, it goes straight into a special disposal box, no exceptions. And that special box is called a sharps container. You've definitely seen these before. They're the red biohazard boxes you see in any hospital or doctor's office. They're built to be puncture-proof, and they get picked up by the very same medical waste companies that service those hospitals. So the whole process is safe from start to finish. So, when you put it all together, you've really got these 3 solid layers of confidence. And that's the bottom line. The needles themselves are safe, sterile, and single-use by law. The practitioner's training is incredibly thorough and focused on safety. And the standards you see in the clinic are crystal clear, from that sealed package all the way to final disposal. You know, knowing all this should really help you feel confident, but being an informed patient is always a smart move. So don't ever hesitate to ask your acupuncturist about their safety protocols. Ask to see the sealed package. A good practitioner will be more than happy to walk you through it and answer any questions you have.